Hello fellow gamers, I am your host Brent Justice and welcome back to my gaming channel Justice Gaming. I am in Far Cry 6 today, continuing my playthrough. I hope you all are having a blessed day today. I am having a hot coffee. Let me know what you're drinking down below. Well, a lot happened in the last video. We had to infiltrate, well, the mansion that we're on right now, Isla del Leon, which was Castillo's mansion, and look at this, we have taken over the island. It is ours. So that was the big mission in the last video. We had to sneak into this place and try to take him out. One worst shot ever, didn't actually take him out. Instead, Clara died. Very terrible. So, that was a mess, and here we are. I think now, at the end of the game, we have the Battle of Esperanza up next. Talk to Juan, it says. And according to the game launcher, I am 97% of the game complete, so yeah, the last 3% has to be this last mission. And, under Journal, the Battle of Esperanza. But I'm not going to do it today. I'm checking this off. Actually, I can't check this off. Oh, I was going to turn this off. The reason why... Oh, I'm stuck in it. Okay, well... I had this great plan. That I was going to go ahead and do the All the Blood DLC mission before I do that Battle of Esperanza. Because I feel like this will end the game, and I wanted to kind of finish one of the free DLCs they released before that. I did the other DLC. It's called The Vanishing. I did it in episode 14, or video number 14 in this series, so check that out if you did not see my playthrough of that DLC. I did do it. It was a Stranger Things crossover, and it was really, really awesome. So that was video number 14, The Vanishing. And there's one more free DLC to play, which is called All the Blood. I was going to go ahead and do it now before I do the last mission, but it's not going to let me. I can't untrack it. So I'm stuck. I have to do the Battle of Esperanza today. Reach Anton and finish our revolution. The battle for Yara has arrived with the rest of the country liberated. It's time to attack the lion's den and kill him. So I guess in today's video, we're finishing the game, quote, finishing the game, but in the next video, I'm going to go back and do the DLC, so just expect that.
How about you make me one of those Supremos?
Sure, I can do that. I'll call it La Espada.
That's fucking original.
It'll be small, but angry.
Also, on my gear, I am now rocking the revolutionary vest, pants, boots, and gloves. So I've got the whole revolutionary kit on, and beret for our final run today. And I'm still using the Furioso. That should be nice.
It'll spray knives and smell like a horse.
Does anyone like you?
Okay, let's start this thing.
You want to know why I followed Clara?
She had a vision.
It's because she's nothing like me. There are too many Juans in this world. Too many Antons, and maybe too many Danis. There will never be enough Claras. Dani, you ready to break a country?
So here we go. The final battle. So yeah, we're fully geared. I feel like I'm ready for this. Wonder what we're gonna have to do. I mean, are we really gonna take him out? Are we really gonna destroy him?
Right like this, Clara told me I should go work in a Yankee supermarket.
She was fucking with you, Dani. She knew exactly who you are.
Travel with Juan to Esperanza. And I like how it's nighttime, it's raining, thunderstorm. great atmosphere going into this last
You're
battle.
allowed to miss her, Dani. Just don't get lost in the clouds.
We take Esperanza for Clara.
Viva Libertad!
Viva fucking Libertad!
I've got the ray tracing reflections and shadows going on. I love, look at the reflection of the wave, of the blast from the water in the waves and everything. Oh, it's beautiful. All right, this is going to be a big battle, I'm assuming. This is going to be an all-out war. So I've got my V button ready for my Supremo. I have all my weapons that I want to use already. I need to call Aluso. Need to get her on the last battle here, since she's a really great amigo to have in the game.
Hey, that's my fucking life.
So when we get here, let's see what we'll have to do. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm calling Aluso. Oh, wait a minute. Come back. Amigo, Aluso. Okay, there we go. I got her. She can fight with us during this last battle. That's gonna be awesome. Anton is in the giant tower in the heart of the city. Oh, imagine that. Probably that building right there, huh? Alright, I just need to reach Anton. Yeah, alright, we're getting started. Here we go into this battle. The music is amped up. And these are the special forces too. This is all out. Everything, everyone. I'm going in slowly just so I don't miss anything. Luso, you're in my way. Dead people. Okay, we can go in that way, or we can go in this way. This gives us a sniping advantage. Oh, but there's nobody here, so that doesn't matter. And is it just me and Juan? Oh, I thought we'd have like all of Libertad with us. Or like a big old group, but we do not have a big old group with us. A little surprised by that, to be honest. Or maybe they're just elsewhere. Okay, they're in other parts.
Eyes open, Paolo.
Always. Time to pay your
Copy, pass. Are you good?
Yeah, okay, there's other Libertad members here. Good. I'm not by myself, thank goodness. Look at the reflections. They look awesome.
Let's speak some truth.
You won?
I copy, Yelena.
We've cleared the perimeter. Amaral has your back.
And Libertad is fucking grateful.
Monroe would have fucking loved this, Dani.
Batter up, Yelena.
Batter up. Dani, you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be,
Look at that. Got that guy from a distance.
Twice in a lifetime. It'll be chaos, Dani. The likes of which you've never seen.
Yeah, I like when I headshot him. Very nice. Let me just check in here, though. Is there anything back in this place I need to worry about?
When we are all free.
I mean, there's more materials and things. I guess there's probably not going to be a lot of lore or anything to get. Alright, I'm going to put this on pipe bombs, because they do a lot of damage. They have a very wide area of effect.
We're clear over here. Keep pushing forward.
Yeah, the pipe bombs do a lot. I've only got one left. I also need to use my turret. I have not used it yet in combat, and I so bad want to use it. So I need to find a place that I can, like, build like a bunker, you know? Set up like a bunker area. But let's see. Let's move forward here. Somebody up there? No. Do you see a tank?
Fucking tank?
This might be a good place for it. I'm gonna try it. Well, if I don't die first. Okay, I got a freaking tank on me. Alright, it is time for a biggin. Okay, he is blowing all my cover away. I also think I lost my turret, so, you know. That sucks. I'm not in a good position right here, obviously. Alright, Aluso is down. I need an ammo refill. Yeah, those tanks, man. You're okay, Aluso. Alright, I completely lost my turret, which sucks. Guess I could have used a C4 explosive on the tank also. I didn't think about that. Okay, I do need an ammo refill though. Zip line across there, I guess if I needed to for cover, probably for the tank.
What? Yelena, stay here. Nobody gets past you, understand?
Ah, there's that. Could have used that too, also.
Dani! They're killing us! Where are you?
Espada! What's happening?
Anton's airport! Can't move without getting swarmed by fucking helicopters!
Keep your head down. I'm coming to you.
Darn, do I have a refill on this? Oh, I do now. Okay, good. Let me get my thing ready. I heard helicopters, so, you know. That's gonna be fun. Looks like a path up there.
Got yourself into trouble, Dani?
Paulo! Lucky mama!
That music is going. Stuck.
What are we waiting for?
Oh, I want this thing.
Thank you for this benediction.
Let's get some ammo. Okay, are we going up or in? Aluso, sometimes, I tell you what. Alright, I see a guy back here. Oh, Aluso's got him. We're kind of just pushing straight through, it seems like, which is fine.
See, Dani, I see it.
Dude, oh, there's a guy right there.
I'll keep him in one piece. I promise.
Definitely need the ammo. There's enemies all around me, but where? Are they above? Are they around? They might be above me. Ah, they are. Okay, get him, Meluso. Lucky Mama is here also. Ooh, I love the graphics here. They look real good. Very atmospheric.
Esperanza! Radio Libertad is here with the real voice of Yara. We have freed your airwaves, and now we're here to free you.
Unless your name is Antón Castillo, then you're totally fucked.
Rise up, Yara! Rise up!
Tell her I'm on my way. We have to keep pushing.
Gracias, Dani!
Don't stop that magic, Philly!
Alright, pushing through. I love the way this all looks too. I mean, it's a pretty cool war zone area. We have help from all sides, top and bottom, which is real nice. You know what? Take one of those.
Right on time, Dani!
We need to focus fire on that chopper!
Ooh, a chopper, huh? I heard a chopper. Okay, well, I can do that. Okay. We're in trouble. Lock on. Get him. One more ought to do it. Ready. Lock on. Go.
Fuck yeah!
Guy's dead.
The way is clear, Dani!
Look at that guy sneaking up behind us. Where does he think he is? Look at that guy rushing out here like Rambo. Man, these headshots are the way to go, let me tell you. Is that an ammo refill? Because I need it. I need more rockets for sure. Nope, just metal. Meluso. Okay, oh, I got one pipe bomb. Alright, we got music going also. Hopefully that's not a problem for me, but yeah, that is blasting right now. Alright, get some ammo. Next section, here we go.
Juan, I've reached Anton's tower. La Torre de fucking Leon.
Time to slay the lion.
He's quiet.
The smart soldados knew to run. It's just the fanatics and the true believers now. Careful, Dani. He's going to be protected by his best.
Doesn't matter.
Anton is backed into a corner. Just be ready for anything.
Juan, it's okay. School is over.
See, and now it's graduation.
I'll see you at the top, guerrilla.
I feel like there's gonna be an ambush. There's gonna be a trick. Something. This is a big battle zone area right here. Something's going to happen, and it's not gonna be in my favor. Alright, I guess we're going through the front door, though. He did say that his best, right?
It is time for all true Yarans to stand up and defend their future.
Oh, I see turrets in there. Do I? Oh, excuse me. I have a turret. Oh, okay. How can I get past the turrets? I mean, I could blow them up with a rocket. I don't want to waste a rocket. Right, let's see if there's anything around this table that might help me. No, okay. I do see that there's maybe a back way through here, and I will take it. There's also one on the other side. Let me run real quick. Through this side. Okay, either side looks like a win for bypassing the turrets. Look at that guy sneaking up there. Can I get him? No, come around. Music is hyped. Look at that. Can I disable it? Too bad I can't disable it. You know, that's dumb. Oh. El Rubai shotgun. Alright, so yeah, these turrets are cool, but I want to disable them, but it won't let me. I don't want to waste my ammo trying to blow it up. But I could. I don't need to. I don't need to. I got past him. So I'm going to go with that. Alright, we're in close combat now, so I'm not sure if I should go with the shotgun, maybe? Change it up, since we're in close quarters now. Okay. Oh, hello. She gone. I see that we can go up more, but I want to see what's on this level before I go up. Okay, I'm on fire. I see people up there too. Let me go around here just real quick, see what's around all this area. Ooh, there's a letter. Or no, a plaque. This cannon once protected the coastline of Esperanza from the Spanish crown. Legend says it was forged from the melted down manacles of slaves. Although modern metallurgy has identified the source of the cast iron as Germany, it's been restored as a symbol of foreign oppression. I want to read all these while I'm here. This revolution began, it ended, shots fired, guerrilla and historical, surrender of the soldiers, gun, F&D. I'm going to read these real fast, but yeah. This bomb with the warning was accidentally dropped on Yara during an exercise conducted by American Street Guard Command in 1954. This bomb was armed and would have killed tens of thousands of Yarans, but the detonator misfired. Wow, it was kept secret until the 80s. Ooh, that's pretty crazy right there, huh? Yolanda is a national treasure, a famous jazz singer. Her music after rising with her son, Anton, died of breast cancer in 2007. During the 10 years of presidency, Gabriel Castillo brought into the area, his rule in life, hands, rebel, traitor, Santa. Nice. Just a little backstory, a little bit of lore before we go into the final thing here. Before I go up, I am taking my time. Oh, look, an elevator. Oh, wait, could I go up? Could I like, oh. I can do a sneaky thing, huh? You're gone. You're gone, you're gone, you're gone, you're gone, you're gone, you're gone. Alright. I'm gone. I don't have the armor piercing on, just buckshot, so yeah. Good for close combat, but not good for the headshots. Not good for the guys with armor. I'm going back to this. Oh, crap. Turret. Okay, I probably could get around that turret somehow. In fact, I could do it like that. Oh, that guy has... Oh, wait. What? That guy was like a commander in charge or something. He might have a key or something. I kind of want to go over his body and see if there's a key or something. Can I poke out here real quick? Yeah. I guess he doesn't have a key. Alright, let's go out here on the balcony. Oh wait, somebody else? From the balcony, President Antón Castillo delivered the November address announcing the first session of the VO program and the expansion of the initiative to encompass the entire nation. All true Yomans must answer the call. The future belongs to the Lions. Okay, we're not at the top yet. There's more, huh? And they are getting me with that fire. Oh, you know what? I don't need to mess with that. Let's go over here. Got him through that. Okay, let's head to the top. Oh, and it's a cutscene. I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee while the cutscene is playing. Let's see what happens. Here we are. We're at the top.
Thousands. Set my city on fire. Destroyed the dream of paradise. All that stands between you and the throne is me and my son.
I'm no dictator.
Lies. You are not Clara. Yara is burning. And you don't put out fires with free elections.
So what's going to happen here is the real
about
question.
The same age I was.
I'm so wondering,
murdered my father.
how is this going to end?
I never thought that you would have to face what they put me through. I'm sorry, Diego. You are my lion. Everything that I did to make you stronger.
You are not going to kill him. He's gonna die anyway.
Last lesson, Mio. There is one thing in life that will always be true. Do you know what that is?
So here's my question. If it gives me a choice to kill Antón Castillo, do I do it or do I let him go? Now, in the Joseph Seed situation, I let him go. In all the situations I've played, I've let them go. I've never taken them out.
From the monsters.
So do I continue down that path or do I kill them?
I promise.
I don't know if it's going to give me a choice. Sometimes this game does, sometimes it doesn't. Like with...
Diego.
No! Okay, now I'm going to kill him. Well, never mind, he killed himself. Okay, well that solves that. Oh my gosh, he shot his son.
Don't move, Chamaco. It's okay, Dani. Don't look.
You smell that? That's the
I did not see that as a possibility.
He shot Diego in the fucking chest.
You gotta be kidding me. Forget the kid, Dani.
Fuck you, he's bleeding out.
Was he hit in the heart, Dani? Is he breathing?
Lucky, I don't know. There's too much blood.
Don't move, Dani. We're coming up.
Come on, Diego. Stay with me, Chamaco. It's okay.
That was a turn, a twist I did not expect. Shot his son, slit his own throat.
No.
That is, well, a maneuver, a boss maneuver, a something maneuver, really bad maneuver. I don't know. It was a maneuver. What a twist, what a turn. Both of them are dead. She knocked over the city, the building. Metaphor, knocking over the buildings.
Say this, but what do we do now?
Yara needs a leader until we can hold elections.
Yes,
There's only one person
an
I
elected
trust in this
leader
room.
would be a good
Better
idea.
not say yourself.
Yara is yours, Dani.
I guess I'm the leader now for some reason.
Lo siento.
No, it's not. I'm not a politician.
Yeah, we should hold an
None of us.
election. But
You are.
But wow, ending was
The only reason we are standing here is because we didn't wait for one person to solve all our problems.
I didn't think that's how it was going to end. I thought I would have to
Tyranny
take
is
out
law.
Anton myself or let him live,
Revolution is order.
but I didn't think he would.
Where are you
Do
going?
Yara's yours.
Bit of a surprise.
Don't fuck it up.
All right, giving it to them, and he's out. That was a great shot, by the way, right there. The light coming through. I like that shot. Rule 16, a guerrilla's revolution never ends. Juan Cortez. Yeah, we'll have to talk about this. Stay tuned for the end of this video. If there's any cutscenes here or whatever, we'll watch all this. But stay tuned after all this, and I'll give you my full review of Far Cry 6. Or I may wait until after I do all the blood. I'll give like a mini review at the end of this, and then we'll do like
Fallen
a
heroes.
big review at the end of
Yara.
the next video.
You know, Dani, there's never gonna be an election.
There's plenty of Castillo's friends out there who want to make sure of that. You want to go hunting?
It's like I'm looking in a fucking mirror.
Wants a guerrilla.
Always a guerrilla.
That's a good point. There are other people like Castillo
I'll tell
out
you the
there,
story of the time Santos smuggled
probably
me into
in
Uganda so I
charge,
could steal
you
an
know,
outpost
high in the
everywhere.
military or
Yes.
whatever.
Angry motherfuckers. But that didn't stop me, Dani. Just gives me confidence.
That's also a good shot with them walking as it in the distance there. And that's the end of Far Cry 6. Well, it's not the end for me, but technically that's the end of the game, right? That's the last thing in the game, technically speaking, for the main storyline missions. Now, I am going to let these credits roll out because I do want to see if there's any Easter eggs at the end, any outro cutscenes, end credits cutscenes. So I'm going to let this play out, but what I may do is I'll cut the video when I edit it, and I'll cut the credits out of the video, so if there's any end cutscenes, I'll just skip right to that. But I'm gonna sit here personally and watch the credits myself. And before I do that, though, I just want to give a big shout out to all the people listed in these credits, to the game developers, the artists, the production team, the writers, everybody who's involved in producing and making Far Cry 6. You did a wonderful job. Thank you all for the hard work. I appreciate it, and I had a lot of fun in the game, and your hard work was noticed and well taken. I tried to pay attention to the letters and the plaques and all the background information on the lore and the story, and all of the museum things that you could read, all the plaques on the museum stuff that you could read about Yara. Yara is a fictional made-up place, but they put a lot of background and story into it, and you have to give credit to the writers and everybody who put all that together and just made an awesome story, right? They did a great job building a lore out of a fictional made-up place. And so to that, kudos, and I enjoyed your game a lot. And now I'm just going to let the credits play out, and I'll stay quiet until an end cutscene. Is this a cutscene?
Libertad thanks you for your support. And I come bearing good news. Our Ribiro supply has tripled.
Smuggler.
I'm so sad about that Castillo kid. I mean, what his papa did. Wow, that is crazy.
A tragedy.
Well, you know, some people are just sick in the mind, hermano. They're out of control.
Same time next week.
Oh, you can bet your life on it.
So Juan is still smuggling Viviro. This was an after credit scene. No visuals, just audio. A little tease, perhaps? Oh, look where it leaves us. Operation completed. The Battle of Esperanza. Insurgency initiated. Whoa. I have a new military target. And a new checkpoint? How did I get all that?
You said it first, Dani. Anton's dead, but his army's still out there. They're the insurgents now.
Core challenge completed.
Fresh targets to take down.
Military
for the wicked.
bases are left.
Revolution, Dani, is never over.
I guess that's not the end of the game. Alright, well let's look. Oh my gosh, what is this? Was this place... This is new. Okay, well, let's figure out what's going on here. So, first of all, I watched all the credits, so that was very long. And, yeah, just a ton of people involved in the game, just a whole lot, so that was cool. And then there was a little cutscene. Whoa, insurgency. This just popped up. I didn't do that. Each week, a province will be retaken by Castillo's forces. Complete insurgency objectives to reveal the location of the insurgent leader and eliminate the insurgent leader. Oh, so this is like ongoing things you can do post-game to just kind of keep your interest in the game going, to keep doing more stuff. So the areas get taken back over. You can go in and take out the checkpoints and this stuff and blah, yada, 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 and eliminate the insurgent leaders. Okay. Well, that's neat. I didn't know they had that feature in the game. But yeah, the cutscene there at the end, or the in-credit thing, obviously, Juan is still selling the River Road. Somebody, some smuggler, who that is, I don't know. I don't know. I have some ideas. I have some thoughts based on DLC content that has come out post-game. Some thoughts exist to who that smuggler could be. Maybe we'll find out in that DLC. But, alright, let's look at the map then. Insurgency. Defeat the insurgent leaders. Time remaining 6 days. So this is like every week. And I guess since the game is still active, they're still putting these out. I don't know how that works. Naval activity has increased across Isla Centario, with ships coming and going by night, weapon stocks, I believe arms, Yara, checkpoints, military, anti-aircraft cannons. You get 3,000 XP, so holy crap, that's a lot. You get weapons and cash, money, pesos to buy things. Take part in weekly insurgency by completing challenges to reveal the location of the insurgent leaders. Track them down and earn unique rewards and moneda to spend money to spend at Lola's black market. Now, I don't think I'm going to be recording any of that. Just a heads up. I mean, that seems like something obviously you do post-game to just continue having fun in the game. I'm not going to record that because I have now finished the main story of the game. But what I do plan to record is, if I look on my map here, so yeah, we've got Lola, Spec Ops, and Black Market, new special operations available. I never did any of these special operations, and I probably should do some of those. I don't know if I'll record those or not. Also, you need to be rank 19, or it helps to be rank 19 for this stuff. And what am I? I am not rank 19, am I? I'm 17. I actually need to rank up more. Interesting. But I now have this insurgency tab I did not have before. Oh. Alright, let me look under here. Okay, so yeah, we've got these 2 checkpoints available over there. No operations, it's just checkpoints and a fuel depot, military point, checkpoint and a military target, basically. So let's go back to the map, which is down here, and I guess I could check out this Lola new Spec Ops thing. I'll have to check that out and see what that's all about. Again, I'm not going to record those unless it's just interesting and I feel like it. Otherwise, I'm probably, this is probably where I'm going to like end the main story of the game for my series of videos. But I am still going to do one more video. No, more than one. Because I still have the All the Blood, which is one of the free, so in this game, they released 3 free DLCs. I played the first one, called The Vanishing. That was video number 14 in my series. Go watch that. Stranger Things crossover. That was one DLC I played. I have one more, All the Blood. It is a Rambo style. It's a Rambo crossover. So it's a Rambo crossover DLC. It was free, released with the game, or post-game. So I will play that next. So there's going to be one more video for that. All the Blood will be one whole video in the next video. And the third DLC, they don't have in the game anymore. So they removed it for some reason. I guess because copyrights, not copyrights, but like their rights to have that movie or whatever portrayed in the game ran out. And I am playing this game years later from it being released. So I guess their rights ran out on that, and they had to remove that DLC from the game, so I will never play that. I guess I'm just not going to play that third one. I've heard that there might be ways to get it in there in an unofficial way, but I'm not going to pursue that, so I just won't be playing that. But I will do All the Blood in the next video. But then after that, there is more stuff. If I go to... see, where can I find it? If I go to, maybe it's in the store? I'm not sure where it is. Oh, it is add-ons. There's some other DLC content I can get. Lost Between Worlds. Play as Dani and fight your way across refracted rifts with your alien enemy, frenemy. Okay. We've got other ones here we can see as well. I guess I can get the season pass. Yeah, so you'll notice that there's a Joseph Seed DLC. I don't know this one. And then there's this one from a past Far Cry game, a past Far Cry villain. I forgot his name. So there are some more DLC add-ons I can get. I intend to do that. So that's going to be in the future. So that's I'm gonna do that stuff. So in the next video, expect All the Blood, and then after that, I'll do the other DLC add-ons that you can get for the game. And actually, if I travel to here, I think I can go to one of these places where I can see what that is that's available. I just want to take a look for myself so that I am clear on this, but I will be getting these DLCs to do that.
Hey,
so
look, it's Dani.
That'll be future gameplay I will record.
I hate ex-special forces Cusanos as much as the next Yara.
Not this
But
one.
they switch from killing to killing and smuggling?
Slow down, Lola. What are you talking about?
I need this El Senor gone, Dani. This kind of competition isn't good for my blood pressure, okay?
Okay, so it's here, I believe. Yes, so this is it. So we've got Lost Between Worlds and Inside the Mind. And I guess Inside the Mind... yeah, you can't see it on my recording. It popped up another window. I can purchase the Season Pass, which says here, embark on a new twisted adventure as you play from the perspectives of Voss, so that was his name, Voss, Pagan, Men, and Joseph Seed. Each DLC will feature a new open world that is a physical representation of each villain's mind. Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon Classic Edition brings the retro-futuristic cyber shooter to current-gen consoles. I'm not going to play in a console, but yeah, so I guess you play from the mind of Joseph Seed, Voss, and this guy here, Pagan Min. I don't think I played that Far Cry. I probably need to play some past Far Cry's games, but I will be getting this one. You can't see it, but in a screen I'm looking at here, I've got the three people, these three people here. So that's one DLC. The other one is Lost Between Worlds. It says it's a rich, action-packed gauntlet with deadly crystal enemies, multiple player paths, all new lore, and a wide variety of unique gameplay challenges. So those are two big DLCs, it sounds like, that I will play in the future. So this video today will stand as like my, quote, main story in-game, you know, the end video for the game of Far Cry 6. But I'll still have several DLC videos coming out afterward, and I will name them differently. So all the blood, I'll probably number it, because it will be coming, because it was included with the game for free. So I'll number it. It'll be the next numbered video.
I don't have to sleep in the rain.
But then the other two DLCs I will make separate videos for. I will not number them. I will just make them big, long videos of that DLC, unless they're just really, really long. Then I'll break them up. But I guess if they're multiple hours long, I guess I'll make multiple videos out of them and make them their own separate things. They're like own separate series, is what I'm trying to say. So look forward to that coming in the future, and I'll lay all that out again in the next video. So this is not quite the end, even though the thumbnail for this video is probably going to say the end. What I mean by that is that's the end of the main storyline in Far Cry 6. But I'm still going to have some more recordings to do and show in Far Cry 6 with the DLCs. So I think that makes sense. I never did this person's operations.
Normally, I wouldn't suggest we take a road trip into the mouth of hell.
I may do some
Yara.
recordings where I do each of these and do like Mosqueo, Mekio, Los Trecentos. I could make like each individual videos for one of these areas to do these operations. Got a black market that I now have access to. If I do those extra things, I guess I can get some really cool stuff. So I may take a look at that. But I think that's going to be my plan moving forward. So we'll see what happens. I'm at least going to have the DLCs shown on here, and I'll decide if I want to do any of those operation missions. Also, loving this look on Dani here. This is a great looking outfit. I'm going to keep this on. It's awesome. All right. Now I'm going to give you my review for the main storyline game of Far Cry 6. Alright, so what did I think of Far Cry 6? Especially as compared to Far Cry 5, because I played that previously and I have a lot of experience in Far Cry 5. It is a lot of the same. So let me first start off by saying the Far Cry series has a reputation for being a game that has a lot of similarity in all the Far Cry versions as you play through them. It's kind of, a lot of people would argue, the same thing over and over again. You have to climb a tower, climb a thing, enable a thing, open the fog of war, or get to a checkpoint, take over a checkpoint, take over a camp, take over a military base, take over these areas, and you'd work that, you know, area by area on the map as you work through the main storyline. The same is true in Far Cry 6. That formula is the same. It's the same formula. That is no surprise, and really nobody should be surprised by that at this point in time. The question to you, Far Cry player, is that still entertaining to you? Are you still having fun doing that in this series of games? Personally, I do find that fun. I am having fun with that, and I kind of know what to expect, because you get into a Far Cry game and you know what to expect. You know you're gonna have to do that, and it's kind of like coming home. You know what to expect. You know what you're going to get. And so the fun isn't the fact that it's a repeating formula. The fun is, well, just doing it. Just finding different ways to do it. And getting to play with the new armor and new gear and new weapons. All the new things that might be available in that new version of Far Cry. Doing those things is what's fun. And I enjoyed that. So yes, there were a lot of checkpoints and military bases and things we had to take over, but I enjoyed that part of it. And you'll notice I took my time and went through and made videos where I did just that. I enjoyed that part of it. That was okay. Now, the part I didn't quite like is I thought that by taking over those places, and I wish they had changed this a little bit in the game, I wish that more of the people would help start taking over the area and the land a bit more and clearing out the enemies. Because even though I had taken over a checkpoint or a military base specifically, I would still walk through the roads or walk down the roads in the cities or between the cities, between the places here, and there were still enemy convoys and a whole bunch of enemy patrols. And that dog is just going nuts over there to the right of me. Just going nuts. Look at him go. Look at him go. Yes, but anyway, there were still a lot of enemies roaming the land. And I was hoping that by taking over all the checkpoints and military bases, that would start clearing out more. That they would actually start removing those people from the streets. So that I could just walk around and I wouldn't get into big firefights with people. I was hoping it would clear out more. I think I saw more of that in Far Cry 5. I think Far Cry 5 did a better job of that. As you took over areas, the crazy cult people in Far Cry 5 would start clearing out more, and you wouldn't see them as much. And I wish they had done a little bit more of that here in Far Cry 6. So that was one of my complaints, but it's a small one. Just a small one. I just thought there would have been, I would have noticed more of the area being taken over by the friendlies. There was some of it, but I didn't think there was enough of it. So, a little complaint, but not huge, right? I love the loot. I love looting. You guys know by now, watching my videos, that I like to spend the time looting in games. I look for all the liberated crates. I look for all the caches. Now, the F&D caches did not end up helping me, because there's these weapons in the game called resolver weapons, but I didn't use any of them. I did try them out. Now let me tell you, I did check out all the resolver weapons off camera. You didn't see that. I didn't show that while I was playing. I did get them myself and I fired them off. I put them on a build and I fired them all off so that I could see what each resolver weapon did. I didn't like any of them. I'm sorry. I didn't get into the resolver weapons. Not my thing in this game. But I know that they were there, and I did do the Wands Dealers mission so that I could get all of them and open all that up. But I didn't use them, so the F&D caches were pointless to me. I really did not need to spend my time doing that in hindsight. But what was important were the liberated crates, number one, for gear and armor, and number two, the contraband caches that were around. Those had unique weapons, and I should have looked for those much earlier in the game. So if I were to replay this game, I would definitely focus on liberated crates and contraband. Those are the two things that I would absolutely go for in the game. And otherwise, though, yeah, I did make videos where I did just do looting and stuff like that because, again, trying to extend the game and make it feel longer. If I blew through the main missions, this game would be over very shortly. I also spent my time doing interceptions and all those other kind of small things. Oh, and the treasure hunts. Treasure hunts were puzzles. They were basically puzzles, do this, do that, and they were all unique. None of them were repetitive. There were maybe a few climbing ones that were repetitive, where it felt like I was having to use my grapple or climb to do stuff kind of repetitively, but most of them were unique treasure hunts. So that was very fun, having those puzzles, and then the treasure hunts gave good rewards also. Probably one of the best things I did, though, was the Alua Caves, which gave me Aluso, which is the best amigo in the game. right here, Aluso. Got her a little bit earlier on, which was great. I was able to have her for a pretty big run of the game, so I recommend doing that Alua Cave stuff, because best companion right here, absolutely. And so yeah, I spent a lot of time doing that stuff. Again, I look at all that stuff as like side quest stuff, and it's necessary, or else you would blow through the game in no time. And one of my complaints starting in this game was that I felt like there weren't enough missions, there weren't enough things for me to do. I felt that at the beginning. I remember saying that when I started the game. It felt small to me, like there just weren't that many missions or operations. But no, there were actually quite a bit. I didn't realize how many there were, because once I got away from our starting island, which was down here, and I got into these areas, especially right here where you start out in Madrugada, it really opened up. The game opened up, and the map is pretty big, and there is a lot out there. You just have to go find it, and you just have to keep pushing forward. And if you feel like you're running out of missions to do or operations, go do that extra stuff I was talking about, and that'll help you find more things and do more things. Spend the time doing that. And if I were to replay this game again, knowing what I know now in hindsight, I think some things that I would focus on is obviously getting more liberated crates and contraband, and probably gearing up a little bit better earlier on. I stuck with a certain gear type for a long time, and I probably should have replaced that or used my pesos that I was getting to buy better that impact armor. I probably would have gone with the impact armor, and I would have gone with the Mark II, get the better impact armor, and I probably would have put that on a lot earlier in the game. But then also I would use the this thing here, the Supremo. I would have used this a lot more in the game, actually, if I do another playthrough, if I ever did another playthrough. I would use my Supremo more. Now, I like the one you start out with, the rockets. I always forgot to use it, especially when there were tanks or things like that. I could have used it more. I forgot. I honestly just forgot to use it. And if I replayed the game, that's one thing I would do more, is to use my Supremo, and I would also get this Supremo, the Inferno one, because it is awesome. And I also would get the turret earlier on. I did not get to use the turret a lot in this game. I apologize. I only found it toward the end of the game. I only realized that you could put it on as a mod on the Supremo later in the game. So I really, in the last several videos, really didn't get to use it. But that's something I would use a lot earlier in the game if I replayed it. Also the pipe bomb and maybe the C4 as well. I would use those gadgets a lot more in another playthrough. So that's one thing. I would also use my ride more. Thank you to the comments. I did not use my ride enough. The ride has a mounted gun on top that I could have used. Also, you can call it anywhere you are in the game, and I always forgot to do that. And you can refill your ammo with your ride. I just forgot. I mean, I have no excuses there. I just forgot that I could call my ride. Okay, so I guess in another playthrough I'd put a little note that says use the Supremo and call your ride. I would do those two things more in another playthrough, for sure. But again, this is my first playthrough, so I'm just learning, and maybe I'll use them more in the DLC content. Right, that's my opportunity to use those things a little bit more. And let's see. Also, let's talk about the graphics a little. So, Far Cry 6 is a simple game in terms of graphics. It is not like a Cyberpunk 2077, and it's not meant to be. It is an older game engine, for sure. However, they did implement, and this was several years ago, remember the game came out, they did implement some light ray tracing effects. So you will remember that in the game, I have two big things enabled for this entire playthrough, which was very important. I, number one, have the HD textures turned on. So I have that HD texture pack. That gives you better texture quality, extremely important in games. Textures is still number one, in my opinion, for a game's image quality. Textures, number one. So I had that on. But I also had the ray tracing effects turned on, DXR reflections and DXR shadows. Now, these are what I call light ray tracing effects, because this game does not utilize a heavy amount of ray tracing. It's not like Cyberpunk where it just throws rays everywhere. It is a light implementation. But because of that, it runs really good. It runs very fast. So that is a benefit and a plus, is that yes, it has ray tracing effects, but they're not a huge burden on performance. So you're able to have them enabled and get a little bit better quality. You get better reflections and, important to me, better shadows, because I think ray tracing does a really good job when it comes to improving image quality, when it comes to things like shadows and ambient occlusion. When you can have ray tracing that gives you really good shadows and really good ambient occlusion, a game will just look better. Reflections aside, just those two things alone, in my opinion, is a huge bonus. Now, this game does not do ray traced ambient occlusion, but it does do ray traced shadows. So the shadows were really nice in the game. And then it does have a light implementation of a ray traced reflections, which does help in a lot of situations. I especially noticed it when it's raining, or when there's a thunderstorm, when there's a lot of wet surfaces, or you're in the water. Things like that look really good with those reflections in this game. So again, it's not a heavy implementation of ray tracing. It's light, it runs fast, but I had it turned on and was able to enjoy the game, and that's good. I look forward to the next game, hopefully continuing and pushing that ray tracing forward and doing a little bit more with it. Also, I hope they continue to do HD textures for these type of games. I think they did it in Far Cry 5 as well. I hope they keep doing that. I think textures are still the #1 thing for image quality, and I want to see that continue to push forward. This game also has a day-night cycle, which I loved. It's sometimes it's bright day like it is now. Sometimes it's nighttime. Sometimes it's dusk. Sometimes it's dawn. And you have these different environments and atmospheres that are created, and I think that looked really good. I love games that have day-night cycles. Just makes it feel more lived in and more dynamic and more like a real world. So kudos to the artists and the graphics team for putting all that together. I hope to see the next game continue to push that forward. We will see. Now let's talk about Yara, because Yara is a fictional place, right? Far Cry 6 takes place in a fictional Yara area. I like the allegory, obviously. This is a South American kind of a feel. It's got a Latin vibe to it. I love that. It's different because Far Cry 5 took place in the Midwest in America. So this is a much different feel, and I like. So a lot of people do complain about that similar formula I was talking about in Far Cry games, where like you have that similar playstyle formula. But you can't say that the game is not diverse in its locations. Every game takes place in a different location. This game, a South American Latin environment. In the last game, a Midwestern American environment. In previous games, you had one in the mountains. It was it the Himalaya? I don't know if it was the Himalayas. It was some mountainous area out there, right, in the east. Then you had other games that took place. There's one that was in the jungle, I think. Could be wrong, but maybe so. It's hard to remember actually going back. But yeah, I think so. Actually, I think the first Far Cry was in a tropical island, actually. So anyway, each Far Cry game has a different environment and takes you to a different location on Earth. So it's diverse in that way, and you have to give it credit for that because it is pretty cool, right? This one definitely gave you this Latin inspired area, and it was really cool. They took this fake Yara, but built a lore and a storyline behind it. And I give credit to the producers and the writers who put all that lore together, and I tried to assimilate that as much as I could. That was just really cool, and I like what they were able to do with that, right? And it's a little bit safer too, because you can say it's an allegory to other things in the real world, but not directly those things, so you can kind of get away with some of those storylines, right? So I think that's a good way to handle that. As for the storyline itself, it's a pretty straightforward storyline. I wouldn't say that it's a storyline that like is groundbreaking. There's a dictator. You are a freedom fighter. You have to take out the dictator. That's a common trope. That's not a new thing at all. So yes, it's a formulaic storyline, but it's how you get there that matters. Also, along the way, you meet a lot of his henchmen and a lot of his family, and you have to like take out the leaders and all that. Then you get to the end, and that to me was a twist. Didn't expect him to take out his son, kill his son, and then kill himself. That was a twist. I thought I would have the choice to either take him out or to let him live and die with his cancer. I didn't think that that would be the way it ended, so it was a twist, and it was a surprise to me how that ended, so kudos to that. It was that the ending was not as expected. So there was a surprise ending. That was good. I'm glad they gave you that little twist there. That makes it not as formulaic. But yeah, it does leave open the question now, what becomes of Yara, you know? And I don't know if we'll ever know. I don't know if we'll ever know. I don't know if they'll have elections. I don't know if anyone will take over. Obviously, there was a cutscene at the end, or a audio cutscene, where Juan is still dealing with somebody, but who? Don't know. So they could carry on the story, but I don't know. So overall, I enjoyed the game, and I had a lot of fun playing it. And boy, I hope you all enjoyed my playthrough as well. Look, I never claim to be like the best gamer in the world. I am not. I play games for entertainment. That's it. I want to enjoy the storyline. I want to get involved and immersed in the game, and I want to shoot some people in the head with some headshots. That's it. I'm just having fun. Say what you will about the Far Cry series. I enjoyed Far Cry 6. I enjoy Far Cry 5. And I will enjoy the DLCs. And, let's push forward, I think I will probably enjoy Far Cry 7. That's right. They have been talking about, right now, some chatter of Far Cry 7. I don't know when it will come out. I guess 2024? Far Cry 7. I think there might be a trailer. I'm not sure. I will have to look it up. I don't know what to expect. I can tell you this much. I will play Far Cry 7 on this channel. So therefore, make sure to subscribe if you would like to see my playthrough of Far Cry 7. When that game comes out, I'll hit it up. And I'll be all done with Far Cry 6 by then. So that will be perfect, right? I'll have experience now with Far Cry 5, 6, and then 7 back to back to back. And I have played Far Cry 1. I've played the first Far Cry when it came out decades ago. And I also replayed it on this channel, but I don't have those videos up at the moment. I will probably re-upload those videos at some point of my Far Cry 1 playthrough. But I have played Far Cry 1, and I have played Far Cry 2, but I have not done recordings of it. Again, I played Far Cry 2 when the game came out. So I played Far Cry 1 all the way through, I've played Far Cry 2 all the way through, I played Far Cry 5 all the way through, and Far Cry 6 all the way through, but I have not played Far Cry 3 or 4 all the way through. I've played part of them, but I haven't played them all the way through. So that could be something in the future I go back and do also on this channel. I could do Far Cry 3 and 4 as well. And I might do that. So again, subscribe if you would like to see that. I may play those. But definitely Far Cry 7, I'll hit that up when it comes out. Alright, I think this has been long enough. That is my overall complete review of Far Cry 6. Again, next video will be the last video for this series. That's the free DLC, All the Blood, but then I will do the other DLCs separately as standalone videos. And that will be all of my Far Cry 6 playthrough stuff. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this journey with me into Far Cry 6. Let me know in the comments what you thought of this game, if you've played it, what you thought of it, and if you have not played it but watched my playthrough, what you think of it, and if you think you would be playing it after watching this playthrough. Again, thank you to all the game developers for this game, all the great work they put in. Kudos to them, and thank everybody for watching my videos. I appreciate it. Without you, I wouldn't be making these videos. I make these videos for you all because I just want to show off awesome games and have fun. So thank you, everybody. Have a blessed day, and stay tuned for the next one.